Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney. And if you're watching this video, you apparently have an interest in why we may have turned down a given case. And that's okay. You're probably, if that was an experience you had with us, you've probably noticed that we don't actually discuss why we turn down cases. That's very simple. I can tell you why we don't. Because people try to argue. And we don't care what you think. It comes down to this. We do this channel to help people for free. But when you're trying to hire us, if we say, hey, we're sorry, we don't think we're the right ones to help you, and you say, I demand to know why. We say, okay, I hear that demand. I hear it. Oh, nothing happened. Okay. And it's not to be rude. It's just, that's not something we owe you. You're asking us, when you're asking us to take your case, you're asking us to invest tens of thousands, if not eventually hundreds of thousands, into representing you. And the fact of the matter is, we're not always going to do that. We like to help people. We like to represent people. That's how we earn our living, winning and settling cases to help our clients. But we can't help everyone, and sometimes we just have to say no. So we've noticed that a refusal to debate or discuss why we're not taking a single case is it's kind of jarring for folks. A lot of people are not having the best time accepting, hey, we're really sorry that we can't represent you. They get a little bit frustrated. So what we're doing is creating kind of a catch-all video to discuss some of the reasons why we might not be able to represent someone. The first that I'll touch upon is kind of the simplest. As I mentioned, we invest a lot of money and a lot of attorney hours in a case. That is going to amount to tens, if not eventually hundreds of thousands of dollars, as I mentioned. Sometimes we're full. We don't have the war chest to take on your case, and we can't do right by your case. We're not going to take it. We're not going to take a case and be too busy to work it, and we're not going to take a case that we can't afford to hire the ideal expert witness on, right? It wouldn't make sense. We wouldn't be doing right by you at that point. So sometimes we're just a little bit full. That's great for us. It means we're doing well. We're helping lots of people. It might suck for you. I'm sorry. There are other employment attorneys in the country, and I believe they're probably going to help you, right? That's the first and the simplest and probably the most common reason why we might not take a given case. Now, I have a list of other ones. Some of these are a little tongue-in-cheek. I'm going to try to keep things light, and some of these are a little off-putting, but they're realities, okay? The next reason on the list is we believe you'd be better helped by a local attorney. That's often just the case, right? I mean, there's going to be situations where you think, hey, your local laws are way better than the federal laws, and we generally work under the federal laws, so a local attorney would be ideal for you here. Also, not for nothing, local attorneys are often far cheaper than our firm, right? Because they're not flying attorneys around the country. We are. So if we can save you a few bucks and get you better representation, somebody who's allowed to use those local laws to help you, we want to do that. That would be happy. That would make us happy, right? We want the best for you. All right, next. Sometimes, and this is my own arrogance, sometimes I feel that a situation is simple enough that a cheaper attorney would do just as good a job as our firm. Inherent in that is my arrogance that I think we're amazing. I think we really help people. We do a great job. And, we're maximizing value in cases. We're handling complex cases. I think we crush it. And I do inherently believe that we do better than many other firms. But that's just my opinion, right? Sometimes I'll look at a situation, I'll say, gosh, dang it. You could get a PI attorney to do this. You could bring in a matrimonial attorney, handle this, and get this job done and get the same result. It's that simple, right? It's that open and shut. And I'd probably say to that person, listen, you don't have to hire us, an expensive firm, when you've got this. Like any idiot, and I'm not saying those attorneys are idiots, but any idiot could get this done for you. And the results can be about the same. This is fairly clear cut, right? And we do routinely kind of say that to people. We say, listen, it's just, you don't need us. Next, Oh, this is always a jarring one. I don't like how you spoke to my staff. This comes up a lot. A fair number of, I think, our negative reviews actually come from people who are just like, yeah, we don't like how you speak to us. And it's not always just aggression. Like, listen, there's a lot of people who come out on the phone barking and telling us how it's going to be. I'm like, oh, you thought you were in charge of our firm. No, no, no one asked you to be. There's other people. There's other people who, get a little cheeky, a little flirtatious with our staff. No, thank you. That's not a dating service. There's a lot of ways that you could speak to my staff where I would say, I don't really care what happens to you anymore. I'm not going to help you. And you should be aware of that when you call us. Because we're not interested in being your punching bags or really anything besides representing you to win your case. I guess we're on 5. Oh, this is a good one. I don't like how you spoke to me. My feelings get hurt. Sometimes I just don't like the way people speak to me. And that's the beauty of being your own boss. I don't like talking to you, so I'm not going to. The end. It's okay. There's other attorneys. You can hire them. Next. Okay, you aren't listening. This is really common. There's a lot of people who come and they call an employment attorney and they say, hey, I know exactly what's going to happen. I know exactly what we need to do. X, Y, and Z is going to happen. You need to do X, Y, and Z plus BQE, whatever. And that's what's going to happen. Just do it. To which I would say, oh, how many employment cases have you run? None? Okay. Well, here's the reality of the situation you're dealing with, and we might need to discuss that. And if your response to that is, no, you're wrong, I know, my response to you is, great, represent yourself. Right? I mean, why hire us if you're not interested in what we know? Fairly simple. I don't see a problem there. If you know, you're good to go. You don't need us, right? Oh, next. Your expectations are out of whack. And this one is interesting. You can call us up and this happens. People call us up. They're like, I need you to get me $30 million. Okay, well, let's talk about what you experienced. I don't know. That's a pretty rare case, but let's look at what went on here. Okay, well, you were earning 20 grand at Wendy's and your manager made fun of you. Okay, yeah, we're not getting you $30 million. I assure you. Right? I mean, it's just not, but we're okay to have that conversation. Be like, hey, we don't think that valuation is going to be in the realm of reality. We don't think we can do that for you. We don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. We just want to be upfront. We can't deliver that result. And if the response is, you're wrong, 30 million, go. We're going to say, sorry, we don't think we can deliver what you're hoping for here, and so we're probably not the best attorneys to represent you. Relatively simple. Oh, next, and this one's always fraught. This one's always a little tough because fundamentally our role is to believe victims, right? That is our job, to believe victims. Now, when you get in a street fight and you got your dog with you, your dog's not like, I wonder if my owner's in the wrong in this fight. The dog just goes and bites somebody, right? I mean, that's the level of loyalty that the dog offers you. And I try to live up to that level of loyalty to my clients, right? Like, there's 1,000,001 people in the world who are going to doubt what you're saying, right? There's a lot of people who are very opposed to sexual harassment claims and workplace discrimination claims, very skeptical. And you don't need your attorney to be one of those people. Inherently, I want to be the dog who is blindly loyal and goes and attacks people for you because so many other people aren't going to do that for you. They're going to oppose you as a gut instinct. I think you deserve to have someone like that who just believes you. But that comes once we represent you, right? Now, I want to believe victims, but sometimes people do things that are jarring and make me say, ooh, I don't know if I believe what this person's saying. And generally, if I have that question, if it was something significant enough to make me say, I don't know, we're not going to offer representation. We're just not going to do it. Again, you're asking us for a huge sum of money and attorney hours and investment in you and in your claims. And we just have the right to say, listen, we're a little shaken by some of the things you said. We're going to pass. Is what it is. Oh, next. And this is always kind of frustrating, right? So I don't believe in what you're trying to do, right? There are claims that are legitimate under the law that sometimes make me uncomfortable. I'm not going to get into examples. It's just like, I'll give an example. So if you're trying to use the discrimination laws to terrorize someone who's clearly not like harming you or doing anything to you, you're just trying to like chase a person out of a workplace or something like that, and it's probably not a legitimate case. You're harassing them. In those situations, I'm going to say, I think you're using these laws as a weapon, not as a shield. And I'm all for going after bad actors, but here, maybe you're the bad actor. I don't know, right? And I'm not passing judgment in that I know, I'm not saying I know you're a bad actor or you're not. I'm just saying I'm uncomfortable with what it seems like you're trying to do here based on what you're saying to me. We're going to pass. Oh, very, very simple next one. I don't think we win your case. Yeah, it's very simple, right? I don't want you to pay us and hire us if we don't think we can put up a result for you. And by the same token, I don't want to funnel tens of thousands of dollars into your case if I don't think I can win. Because essentially what I'd be doing is throwing that money away. Ooh, I don't like you. Sometimes I just don't like people. That happens. Not because I don't like you because of your membership in a protected class. I'm not discriminating against you. I just don't like you for you. And that's okay. Sometimes human beings don't get along. I'm not saying I hate you. I'm empathetic about you. I just don't want to spend a lot of time with you. And so as a result, I don't want to represent you. That happens. I'm not going to tell you that because it would be rude. But I'm not going to represent you. Oh, yeah. If you open a case, if you call us up and you open with, my case is worth millions, you say, that's awesome. I wish you so much luck. Toodaloo. That's not how you open a conversation with an employment attorney. And that is one of the biggest red flags possible. It's just instantly I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to deal with you. Like it's off-putting in a variety of ways. Like reducing what you experience to just dollars and cents is like strange when we do it, strange when you do it. It seems sad to me, although it is inherently the conceit of this industry that people are reducing your trauma and your suffering to dollars. It's always weird to me when people are excited about what has happened to them. Like, this is so great. I'm going to make so much money. Like, oh, okay. Well, you may, and I hope that you do, but probably not with me. Next. You can't keep your story straight. Caveat, if you have a legitimate disability that is making it difficult for you to keep your story straight, I'm not gonna ding you for that. That's different. And that happens. And we're going to look at how we can fix that for you, or at least triage that for you, right? But if you're just all over the map and the story keeps changing, bye. Not to make light of it, but it is what it is. Oh, yeah. So also, folks who keep trying to negotiate with me, no thanks. We're good. It is what it is. I know my cases were so much, and my cousin will do it for 13 cents, so you should do it for 14 cents. Thanks for your thoughts. Bye. Always a giant red flag. Folks who ask me what version of their story would be better? No, thank you. Ooh. Oh, yeah. And the last one is sometimes various members of my staff have unpleasant experiences with potential clients, and it's not even really just a conversation. Maybe something happens. I can go through a couple examples. Like if you meet with an attorney at our firm and you walk into our office and you reach behind you and lock the door. What were you doing? No, no, get out. We're not representing you. That's an intimidating gesture. It may have been perfectly innocent in your mind, but like, no, we're not going to play that, right? It would be viewed as intimidating by many human beings if you did that. So, there's a million and one reasons. The point of this video is there's so many endless numbers of reasons why we might not offer you representation. It's not up for debate. It's not a conversation. We're not going to get into why. We're just going to send you this video, and you can be mad if you want to be mad. I can't stop you from being mad, but I hope you're not. We're not doing it because we want to harm you. We just have a reason why we don't think we should represent you. And that's okay. Take care, everyone. Have a good day. Like and subscribe. Helps me to help more people just like you.